Hi, Texas. Thanks for tuning in here to CBS 19 Plus as we head into the final weekend of July. Can you believe it? It's already the final weekend of July. Just a couple of more weekends before the kids head back to school. Of course, teachers head back sooner, right around August 5th to 6th. Some teachers are reporting. So summertime, summer vacation quickly starting to wind down. Let's talk about the upper level ridge. What is a ridge? Well, it looks like a ridge of a mountain. We're going up one side and down the other. And in this case, the upper level ridge extends all the way into the Montanas. But what's happening from the top of the atmosphere down to the surface underneath this ridge? The center of that ridge is between Denver and El Paso. And when we look at this, we're really not looking at an area of high pressure in the sense of, say, a surface high pressure area where you have winds flowing out and away. We kind of do, but in this sense, what we're really talking about is an area of higher heights, or the atmosphere being less dense and extending way up in to around the 30,000, 35,000 range. All right, so all that air is pushing down, and as it's pushing down, sinking, it's compressing, right? So as it compresses, it's warming and it's creating this bubble of heat that is being felt at the surface. So upper level ridge, or an upper level area of higher heights, essentially higher pressure, I suppose, pushing down on the atmosphere. And it will remain strong through next week. So all that to say, we've got this strong ridge of higher heights overhead, and that will be slowly expanding to the east. And by Tuesday, Wednesday of next week, it's essentially sitting right over East Texas and the Arklatex. So the hottest temperatures of the season should be felt here next Tuesday or Wednesday. There is relief in sight. This front here may be showing up around August 7th, August 8th to bring us a cool down. Our 10-day temperature trend, we are on the way up. See the ridge? As that ridge gets stronger, the temperatures are also rising up to 105 by the first day of August. By the way, the record high on Tuesday, August 1st is 110, so we are not going to be breaking any records. Then slowly up and down through Friday, and then down as that front approaches. I would say by August 8th, we should have temperatures back in the 90s. So let's talk about heat exhaustion compared to heat stroke, because next week we're going to have more heat alerts back in the forecast. We're going to have heat advisories and excessive heat warnings. So the first thing you may notice if you're starting to become overcome by the heat is you'll start to feel faint or dizzy. Maybe a throbbing headache if it has accelerated into the heat stroke or heat exhaustion area, heat stroke area, I should say. Excessive sweating as we become heat exhausted. Heat stroke, no sweating at all. Cool, pale, clammy skin. Hopefully by this point you are taking some actions and not waiting until your skin is red, hot, and dry and your rapid, strong pulse begins. When we start to feel that weak pulse, muscle cramps, it is time to get to cool air, air-conditioned place, drink water if conscious, take a cool shower, or use a cold compress. Otherwise, heat stroke means we need to call 911 and seek medical attention. All right, we know our energy demands are going to be great next week, so how can you save on energy? Well, by turning your thermostat as high as you can take it. Every degree is 6 to 8% energy savings. So if you can stand it at 78 or 79 in the house, go for that. If you can take it, then you're going to save some money. Set your thermostat higher when the family is away. For instance, if you're headed out of town for a weekend trip, maybe setting it to 80. Watch the windows, close the window shades, turn the fans on, and try to avoid using those appliances in the middle of the day, dishwasher, washer, dryer, early in the morning and or in the evening. Humidity has been rather dry here recently. It will be on the increase as we head into Monday, Tuesday, and then dropping again next Friday. And that humidity, that lack of humidity, has also led to a lack of rainfall, just not enough moisture in the atmosphere to get any rain going. And so we've fallen below average in many of our locations. And the current drought index shows now severe drought in parts of Shelby County, San Augustine County, and Sabine County, with abnormally dry conditions over most of East Texas. Look at this. Next 7 days, maybe an isolated thunderstorm in some of our western counties, at least it's showing up. Burn bans have been expanding across the area. Rusk County recently added to the burn bans. Cherokee County was added a couple days ago. First counties to be issued burn bans were Sabine, San Augustine, Angelina County, Trinity County, Houston County, and Anderson County. Forecast fire danger then for Saturday. It's moderate near and north of Interstate 20. It's high to very high from Palestine toward Crockett over towards Center and Lufkin. These are the areas that have a little more drought, have been a little drier, and maybe a little bit hotter. All right, let's talk about the wind and the wind gusts on Saturday, because this will lead or be part of that factor in terms of grass fires. Southwest winds gusting at times to about 12 miles an hour. It's not all that strong, but with the dry fuels, the dry vegetation, the low relative humidity in the forecast for Saturday, that could lead to areas where we could have increased fire concerns. So you certainly need to pay attention to that. All right, our high temperatures for Saturday, upper 90s again in Mount Pleasant, Clarksville, Douglasville, Pittsburgh, right around 97 degrees. When we look at our temperatures closer to Tyler and Longview, around 101, and Interstate 20 around 101, Jacksonville around 99, Palestine around 100, 100 in parts of Panola County, and then over deep East Texas, temperatures into the upper 90s. Nacogdoches, Lufkin around 99. Crockett makes it up to 100 degrees with lots of sunshine. Palestine also up to 100 degrees, and Hemphill around 99 degrees. All right, here's your Baylor Scott & White Texas Spine and Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So 101 and sunny on Saturday, 103 on Sunday, 104 Monday, Tuesday. Morning lows in the upper 70s to around 80 degrees. Daytime highs around 105. Wednesday, 104. Thursday, 103, 104 on Friday. Saturday and Sunday, temperatures cooling off slowly. 102 on Saturday, 101 on Sunday, and then maybe a 20% chance to 30% chance by late Monday night with a high temperature around 100 degrees. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus, and have a great weekend.